So, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw this trailer, I gotta admit, I was pretty shocked by this. But then again, when I started thinking about it, I realized, should I really be shocked by this? You know, Daily Wire has actively tried to counterculture the left, right? So they're trying to counterculture literally everything prominent in mainstream media. They did it with their Jeremy Razors thing, they did it with the chocolate thing, they did it with the beer thing, and now they're doing it with movies and TV shows. And it seems like they are now coming out with their own version of Snow White, and it's actually legitimately called Snow White because it's public domain and they're allowed to use the name. So there's a headline here from Bounding Into Comics that says the Daily Wire steps into the ring against Disney and announces Snow White and the Evil Queen live action film starring YouTuber Brett Cooper. I do find this to be extremely interesting because again, I'm very shocked that Disney would even allow this. I wonder if Disney can even do anything about it because again, Snow White is public domain. They can do whatever the fuck they want essentially with the IP. So I wonder if Disney will actively try to do anything to shut this down if they even can, but I really don't know the laws around that. You guys can let me know in the comments down below. So let's get into this article, guys, from Bounding Into Comics. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, consider subscribing. I'm Shadow Bandit's home, greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into the YouTube algorithm. So it says, in putting their money where their mouth is when it comes to the ongoing culture war, the Daily Wire has officially thrown down the challenge glove to Disney and announced Snow White and the Evil Queen, their own live-action, more source material accurate adaptation of the classic fairy tale. Now, the only thing is I don't like is necessarily like her hair. I don't want to. I get that it's more source material accurate, but in terms of the hair, I'm not really digging the hair, to be honest with you. But that's a personal taste for me. It says this new project was first unveiled by the Daily Wire's co-CEO Jeremy Boring, who is currently taking a leave of absence from his position to direct the company's upcoming The Pendragon Cycle fantasy television series on October 16th, otherwise known as the 100th anniversary of Disney's existence. Speaking in a pre-recorded message set from the set of the aforementioned series, Boring began by announcing that in the direct response to Disney's continuing attempt to distance themselves from conservative values, the company would be launching Benkei, their own kids' entertainment production arm. It's just been a little over a year since Disney, the most powerful entertainment company in the world, got caught saying the quiet part out loud, said Boring, namely that they were using their brand, a brand parents have been trusting with their children for generations, to indoctrinate those children into the LGBTQIA cult. I couldn't have said it any better myself, and it's very clear that that's exactly what they've been doing, and you can't even sit there and pretend as if it's not, because you've had people within Disney actively tell you that that is their agenda. They've come out and literally have said it in interviews and articles, whatever the case may be. They have come out and said that this is their agenda. They are going to push this content to children no matter what. It's regardless of the laws in whatever state that they operate in. They are going to get past those laws with the content that they produce. This is their plan from day one. Actually, this is the perfect example because this is a woman right here who said that this is a not so secret gay agenda. I remember this interview particularly where she came out and literally told people like, yeah, we have a gay agenda 100%. It says, referencing previously leaked footage from March 2022, in which Disney's television animation producer LaToya Ravenel can be seen speaking to her ideological content aims, the co-CEO continued, in a leaked video, one of Disney's executive producers said she's implementing a, quote, not at all secret gay agenda and is regularly adding queerness to her kids' shows. Because of course she did. Of course she did. It says, and it's not just the queerness Disney is promoting, he added, in the show Proud Family, Louder and Prouder, Disney serves racial division with songs like Slaves Built This Country, where kids rap about descendants of slaves earning reparations for every minute they spend submerged in systematic prejudice, racism, and white supremacy. Walt Disney loved America, the company he founded thinks America is systematically racist. So I did review the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. I never got to finish it, unfortunately, but I did end up getting to that episode of where they sang the song Slaves Built This Country, and I gotta tell you, that is the most propaganda-filled nonsense that I've seen in a kid's show in a very, very long time. It is utterly ridiculous what they try to teach you in the Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. It really is. Everything is coming from feelings. None of it is factually correct. It is all made-up nonsense. It says he's turning attentions away from the House of Mouse's actual products. Boring further explained the reasons behind this new children's endeavor. Beyond just their content, Disney as a corporation pushes all the worst excesses of the woke left, paying for its employees to travel for abortions, promoting anti-racism indoctrination of its employees, and going to war on behalf of radical left-wing social policy in Florida. It would be impossible to overstate just how big a loss this is for Americans who believe in basic reality. Disney controls the greatest content library ever ever created. Their cultural reach, particularly with children, is beyond anything that's ever existed. And to this end, Boring concluded his reveal of Benkei's operation by taking a moment to announce today the company's first live-action feature film. It's a story about a princess and a prince, about beauty and vanity, about love and its power to raise us from death to life. He told viewers, it's our own adaptation of an ancient fairy tale. It's coming in 2024, and it's called... And then that's when they revealed the actual video. So it was pretty huge. And like I said, this trailer is very short. I can play it for you guys if you'd like. But it says, at that moment, Boring was dramatically interrupted by a hard cut to the first teaser trailer for Snow White and the Evil Queen. So let me play this video real quick so you guys can see it.
Once upon a time, in time a prince would come. Once upon a time, but now that time is gone.
So I gotta admit, man, I got somewhat chills watching that. I really, really did, because you know what? You can tell that it's not super ideological based. You can't see any form of ideology in this trailer. Now, granted, it's really short. I'm not going to try to be a total shill here and pretend as if this is going to be the best thing ever. Like, no, I need to critique this the same way I would critique anything else. But I love the less than 1 minute trailer just to give you enough, wanting more, want you thinking about more, the possibilities, all that stuff. I miss that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't like this modern day nonsense where the trailers are filled with nothing but ideological bullshit and they don't get you excited for what you're about to watch whatsoever. And again, just because it's a white actress, I still don't like her hairstyle, but aside from that, it seems like it's going to be fairly accurate just from her presentation as Snow White. So I do like where it's going. I do like the focus on the animals. I just hope that they actually keep it to dwarves and not do this modern nonsense of 6 tall people and 1 random dwarf like they're doing with Rachel Zegler's woke garbage. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what exactly comes of this. I'm very curious, but let's continue. So it says, featuring a brief montage of wilderness shots accompanied by a breathy female sung melody featuring the lyrics, once upon a time, in a time a prince will come, once upon a time, but now that time is gone. The trailer eventually ends with the reveal that the mysterious singer in the film's version of Snow White as be portrayed by none other than the eponymous host of the Daily Wire's The Comment Section with Brett Cooper, YouTuber Brett Cooper. So I think it's going to be great, guys. I hope that they continue to go down this path to really make it something interesting. I love the way it's shot so far. Cinematically, it looks pretty damn good, but again, it's just a 51-second trailer. It is nothing crazy, but I do love the color grading. The color grading is pretty spot on. I just hope that they do something with that hair, man. That's all I'm really saying. So let's see what happens in the future, and anything that goes against Disney, anything that fights Disney, I am all for it. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.